Hey, Chef Jesse here. Well, what was it? About 4 hours ago, I put in I did a video putting in my pork shoulder into the oven, and I told you I was going to cook it at 400, at a 400. I know for 4 hours at 325, and then I raised it a little bit to like 400, and then finally the final touch, the last hour, I put it on 500 so that the skin can get nice and crispy, what they call a cuerito, and that's what everybody likes. You have to have that nice piece of cuerito on the meat. So I am about to take it out of the oven, and you're about to see how it looks. I know people are gonna say it looks burnt. It's not burnt. The meat is not burnt. It's the skin on top. Please don't tell me it's burnt. You know what burnt it is. You know it's not burnt. Okay, so don't come on. Give me a break here. So, folks, I just took the roast pork, the pernil, out of the oven. I'm gonna let it sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes. So, because after you take the meat out of the oven, it continues. The heat inside continues to cook the meat. So you got to leave it standing there for a good, depending what it is, 5, 10 minutes, whatever it is. You do that. I do that with all meats and the steak. Just don't take it out. Let everything, all the juices, everything run back inside. So I just took the pernil out. It's nice and done. The skin is a little bit black, brownish. It looks like it's burned, but it's not. It's crispy. That's the way they're supposed to, at least look like a bit. So let me show you. Let me bring this camera down, and I'll show you how it's looking. Okay. There goes my roast pork. Okay. You saw it before, and this is how it looks after. So, and I'm going to start cutting this because, like I said, I'm making Cuban sandwiches. So, I'm gonna wait till this gets cool a little bit. Oh man, this is delicious. I can just tell. I'm gonna stay. You're gonna be with me. You're gonna be with me through this whole thing because I gotta get this cuerito out, the skin, and you're gonna see how crunchy it is. So this is there you go. So, oh look at that. It is warm. It is very hot, and you gotta take the skin out. There you go. Look at that. Look at this skin. Look at that skin come out. Look at that. Okay. Now on top of here, a little bit of fat, which you can trim. I'm gonna trim off. There you go. I'm gonna trim off. I'm gonna be using a knife. Trim some of this fat off. Okay. There you go. Just scrape it off. It's nice and melted. And you just scrape some of this fat off, and then start to slice it. Okay. Then you start to cut your pieces of the pernil. Okay. And this thing, it should be so tender. If you can see how I'm cutting this, it is so tender. I mean, it's been cooking in there for like 4 hours, right? Remember last time? There you go. Look at that. Look at those chunks come right off. And it's nice. Smells delicious. It looks delicious. It's cooked perfectly. It's cooked perfectly through. Okay. And there you go. We're gonna cut these slices off. Look at that. Very nice. Look at this. Look how this cuts right off. Okay. I'm using my Psycho knife, and looks, and you know what? I gotta get a piece of this because it's so tempting. Perfect taste. It's got a good taste to it. Not too much, not too salty. And just perfect. I think it's perfect. Okay, so getting this stuff away here, and I continue cutting my pork here. There you go. Away from the bone. Oh man, look at that. Got a bone down here. Okay. This is and the skin. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So. Okay. Well, this is all the meat that I'm going to be using, and there's plenty of meat on this other side here. Yeah, look at this. On this side here, there's plenty of meat for these sandwiches, and some leftovers. Hopefully, should be leftovers for tomorrow's lunch. And then, there we go. Okay. And oh, the bottom, oh man, this is so good. Yeah. Oof. So anyway, let me take this off here. This is the bottom skin that didn't get toasty. Okay, you can tell the difference. Let me take the skin off the back there, and then I'm going to turn this bone around, and I'm going to continue carving more of this meat. There you go. Look at that. Look at this. It comes right off the bone, right off the bone. So I'm going to continue cutting this, and looks delicious, right? And it tastes delicious. So stay with me because I'm going to start cooling this meat off so that I can start making my sandwiches. And I'll show you how I make the sandwiches in the after this commercial. Well, folks, everybody knows that the secret to a good sandwich is the bread. So I'm going to show you the bread I'm using today. I bought some nice, fresh bread. Look at this. Look at that. They look so beautiful. And this is where I'm going to make my sandwiches. This is beautiful. And look at that. Beautiful bread. I know I have friends of mine out there that tell me, oh, I can't get bread over here where I live. I wish I could deliver it to you, and I would. This is the part of the crunch. You hear that crunch? This is the cuerito. If you got weak teeth, you can't do it, but this is delicious. This is the best part. I'm telling you. Okay, folks, so I'm gonna start making my sandwiches. I'm gonna lay them with Swiss cheese, ham, and then the fresh the roast pork, and then the pickles, and then I am going to I'll put the pickles down, and I'm gonna assemble the sandwich. You're gonna watch how I assemble the sandwich, and then I'm gonna put it on my panini maker with my press. So I'm gonna bring you down here so you can see how I'm gonna make these sandwiches. Okay, now make sure you get the bottom of the bread right. You're gonna lay it out with pickles first. Okay, so you're gonna do the pickles first. I mean, this is the, okay, so you put your pickles first, okay. And I'm only gonna assemble one for you because and then you're gonna get your Swiss cheese. Get yourself some good Swiss cheese. Imported, okay. And you're gonna fold here because you don't want the drippings on the side. You're gonna fold this a little bit here. Okay, if not, you just break it off. I don't know. I could break that off like that, put that there. Okay. And there goes my Swiss cheese, my pickle, and a piece of Swiss cheese there. Okay. I'm going to start to lay down the ham. Okay, so I got some ham here. In this sandwich, I'm not going to drizzle it because I usually drizzle it when I make an Italian sandwich. But for the Cuban sandwich, you're going to lay it down because you want layers. You don't want you really don't want it drizzled like you would an Italian sandwich. So here you go, and I lay it flat down. Okay, here you go. You have pieces there, nice and flat. And then I'm going to get my roast pork. I get my roast pork out of here. Roast pork that I sliced up in pieces. There you go, one piece. Okay. I trimmed most of the fat off. Trimmed most of the fat off. There goes my roast pork. I'm trying to look for some lean pieces, and here we go. And I'm gonna, okay, we got pieces here. Okay, we gotta keep laying. Here goes some nice other pieces. Look at that. Okay, so there goes your roast pork. Okay. And all you gotta do is just trim some of the fat off, and you'll get some nice pieces of roast pork. There you go. Okay. Now, let me wash my hands. Okay. And now I'm going to, the finishing touch is the mustard. This is traditional Cuban sandwich mustard. Recently I saw a show where they put ham, they put salami in there. I don't know, I've never seen it with salami. But hey, whatever is good for you. But this is the way I've always known to do it. And this is the way I've gone and seen in restaurants. So I'm not putting no salami in there today. Okay, so mustard. This is a lot of mustard here because Gilbert likes mustard. And that's it. Press it down. And then I'm going to put it on my press. And I'm going to press them down. So you're going to see how in a few minutes I'll show you. I'm going to bring them over to the press. I'm going to make my sandwich. Put it on the press, and then I'll show you how it looks. So stay tuned for that one. So, folks, I've assembled my sandwiches. I have them on the press, and let me see if I can bring you over to this, so I can show you them on the press. Oh, wait a minute, my thing is moving around, going crazy, and let's see if I go about this way. Okay, this tripod is driving me crazy. Oh, there I go. Okay, now I'm going to, let me flick this around. Okay, there you go. And then, there you go. And look at that. So this is my panini maker. And this is my, you see I don't have too much counter space, but I do miracles here, I tell you. And there goes the sandwiches. There goes the sandwiches on the press. And they are almost ready to go. I'm going to, where am I going with this? There goes the roast pork. Okay. And I'm back. Hey, I'm back. Anyway, folks, what I'm gonna do now is I'm making some tostones, some plátanos, because I like tostones, plátanos, green plantain. I like them fried, nice and pressed, with garlic sauce. That's the way I like them, you know. Gilbert's gonna have some broccoli with some chili lime sauce over it. So I'm steaming some broccoli now, and I'm warming up my my oil to fry the plátanos, and then I'm gonna start warming up I'm gonna press the sandwiches down, and we'll be ready for dinner in a few. So stay tuned. So folks, I'm steaming my my broccoli, and I'm frying my plantain. And let me show you. Let me take you the trip down to show you all of these kind of gadgets that I have. I got this pot here that steams. Oh, you can see it there. Okay, let's see if we can get you there. There you go. There goes my. So this is my steamer here. Steaming. I got a little bit of water in the bottom, boiling up, steaming the broccoli, and then I'm gonna cover it up, and I'm gonna steam it just right for about 10 minutes, so it doesn't come out smushy, but it's softened and it still has some kind of crunch. And over here, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it frying over here, are my plantains, my tostones. I'm frying them, and then I'm gonna take them out and smash them, and then refry them again, and then they'll be done. And my sandwiches are looking good. My sandwiches back there in the press, back here, looking pretty good. You can see the press, and they're looking very, very good. And I'm nice. Okay. And I'm just going to keep them in the press for a little bit more while the other rest of the food is done, and then I'll take them out. Keeping eye, of course, you don't want to burn it too much. You don't want to toast it too much. But you want to get that nice crispy taste. Anyway, anyway, I'm back here. Okay. So you want to get the nice crunchy taste of it, that texture. And I'll keep my eye out on the sandwiches. Let me just flip it around. There we go. I just flip them around so they can toast evenly, and then they're almost done. So stay tuned, folks. This is great. Well, folks, the sandwiches, everything is done. I'm ready to take this to the table, and I want to show you how it looks. It looks delicious, and it smells delicious. I'm telling you. Stay tuned. Okay, is everything done? Okay. Turn this off. I can't move this without turning this off. Hello. Turn it off. Oh, this is still on.